everybody, this is your host Gabriel Phoenix, and welcome to another action-packed day. That's right, kapow! Anyways, today we got another commander guide. I hope you guys like this. This is gonna be for the new commander that came out, which is called I'm gonna say Skalhelm or Skalhelm. Skalhelm. So it's gonna be for his build. Now, I am gonna be doing something a little different here because I physically don't have this commander. I am trying to get him, but I do know the build that I am gonna be using and what kind of things I'm gonna be doing with him. And what's great about this commander is that he is easily, you could just keep him on tier 1 and he is easily just good as that. So let's dive into it. I know everybody is waiting for it, so let's go.
You don't have any friends.
Oh, Gollum.
Nobody
You're
loves
such a
you.
nice guy every time. Alright, so we have Skalhelm. Skalhelm, he is going to be a new character that is made up from Rise to War. But I actually do like what they're doing with the Nazgul. All the made-up Nazgul that they have created actually kind of match the storyline really well. I love their design. I love their figures. They're kind of like weaponry. They made them different. Like he has a bow and arrow. Now, this guy is the master of the raiders. You know those dogs that those goblins and orcs like to ride on there? Well, he's one of the ones that is the master. He is like the ultimate Maltalk. So Maltalk, I think I'm going to do a double video because it's pretty much the same, but Maltalk, I can at least show you some things. With this guy, you really want to be able to get a certain unit, which is Raiders, tier 3, max out, put them on them. But who doesn't love Raiders? Raiders are really good. Now, he does specialize, just like every other Nazgul, he does specialize in even might and focus damage. But what's great about him is he has speed. This guy is fast. I mean, super fast. He can easily turbocharge anything, and he is able to guide, strike, and hit hard. So one of the key items that I would suggest on him is actually boosting up his might, as well as getting yourself more speed. So if I had to build him, because, you know, I really want to build him, I haven't been able to get him because in this season they really made it really almost impossible to pull the commanders. I did about $300 worth of pulls. I didn't get any gifts from him. I actually had to exchange, which is ridiculous because I pulled on his chest. And if you pull on his chest, you should be able to get the gifts for him. It's just so dumb. Anyways, it's one of the things that got me very displeasured. But one of the weapons that I would really put on him is actually the Mogul Blade. The Mogul Blade is phenomenal. Reason why it gives a +1 to your orc attacks. It gives your speed boost. And if you do a follow-up with This Is Frenzy, you have 15% chance to gain a follow-up. And this is for your own ally. And the damage dealt is of each normal attack. So you can kind of like balance it out. That would be the kind of weapon I would do. You really want to focus on the orc presence because raiders are orcs. The second item, what you want to do for armor, you want to boost up your might and speed. So Scout Mail is going to be the best for him. Scout Mail will increase their speed by 24 and it will increase the might by 20. So that right there is going to be phenomenal to use. It's one of the things that is amazing to use. If you want to do a helm, there is a good helm. Try to remember. Oh, yes, you want to use the War Helm because the War Helm actually gives your defense buff to your Mount Raiders, as well as going to be able to do, if you have Fortitude of Orcs, you want to give that a plus damage received, negative damage. And this thing is phenomenal because it not only boosts your might, your defense of your units, and your focus of your guy of Skalhelm. So those are the really good things. Now treasure, I would also go with the White Hand. White Hand is just really good. It gives you a little boost on your might, and it does a focus boost. But man, the defense stacked the defense with White Hand when you're also boosting up with the War Helm, and you're getting 30 plus defense. That is really big. And what's great about the White Hand, you want to get the maneuver. Maneuver is going to increase the speed. There's a reason why you want to get his speed high. You want his might and his speed to be perked up. Those are the two you want on him, because that's what's going to give you the extra bonus damage. We'll go over that when we go over his skills. He's really good for that. You know, he's specialized. I'm going to be really simple about this. He's specialized in one type of unit, and you only want one type of unit. So let's dive into his skills, and I'll explain that right away. So we're going to go into his skills over here. And the tree that you want is actually the first tree branch. The level 1, tier 1 is his best. You don't really care about Ring Wraith, doesn't really need it, and you don't really care about his Dark Ranger. Even though, yes, he has a follow-up and he could do damage, and it does this weird thing. To be honest with you, they're not worth it. If you got him tier 1, that's all you really need. He is that good where you want to be consistent and stick with his tier 1 branches, because they're just amazing. The Lord of Wolves is phenomenal. It's going to give all your raiders 50% to deal additional damage of poison, but it makes them immune to madness, which is really big. And this right here is going to just give them extra damage, and raiders is already a DPS anyways. They are highly damaged per second, so you're going to give them plus defense. Now, remember, we're giving them plus 30 defense before with the items. Well, imagine here, this is actually going to increase, I think it's another plus 30, so that's 60 points in defense. That is just phenomenal. That makes your raiders very tanky. And what's going to even be crazy, right here against enemy melee units, you're going to deal additional damage, which is crazy for raiders, because raiders already have a strong damage boost against mounted units. Now you're giving them a boost against all units, plus additional for the mounted units that they face, which is phenomenal. And you want the Executioner, because the Executioner is just going to deal additional damage, and this is going to be focused, but you're not going to focus on focus damage itself, because it's not worth it. That's not why you're unlocking this tree. The main reason why you're unlocking this tree is because of this, Raven's Feast. Now, Raven's Feast, it deals damage all enemies. The enemies receive more damage, and it's going to be modified by your speed. By speed stat, which is phenomenal. And then you got this right here, which is the Madness lock. You're going to be able to level this up, get 100% on Madness against your enemies turn 1. Talk about some devastation right there against your enemy. Now, not only you're having raiders, which are some of the best evil faction units, for a tier 3 units, they're gonna do DPS, they're tanky. You already made them really tanky. You're making them even deal double the damage, and you're making them not only afflict madness when the opponent, but you're also doing your speed boost, which is gonna make it phenomenal. That is truly a wonderful combo to do just on tier 3. Now, you're probably asking, well, I got on tier 5. I mean, what's the combo with tier 5? To be honest, you could do the same, but let's say you don't want to go on the madness chain. You can go into the ring raid, get the stun, that's always nice. Or you can do the Dark Ranger into the follow-up, into the additional physical damage. Deliberate Strike, which Deliberate Strike is pretty good. We see it on Larthur. He does amazing damage, but with this guy, he's more like, just keep it focused, very narrow. That's all you got to do. My throat's a little dry there. But yeah, that's pretty much what you want. He is just his it's actually the first legendary where, well, no, I stand corrected, because Chiron, he's also another one that you could do tier 1 at respect level 1 in the tier 3. That's why I meant to say respect level 1. His respect level 1 is dominating, and that's all you really need with him. He is a solid legendary. Highly recommend him. Perfect if you're starting with Gundaba or Agmar, because I know there's some servers that can still play Agmar. But this guy here is phenomenal. He will literally get in there, start using the raiders, start demolishing people. He's DPS, he's locking them with madness, and your guys are tanking enough that you're gonna rip those mounts into half. And let's be honest, good factions, they use primarily mounts. They're using those speeders, especially Rohan. Rohan especially uses those ponies. You will wipe the floor with them because those raiders are going to be dynamite. Let's look at those raider stats so you guys can understand where we're coming from here. Boom. Here you go. Here's the raiders. They're automatically 33 defense, so plus 60 defense will give them into a 93% tile right there. They're doing 34 to 40 damage. Talk about that speed, 133, plus you're going to increase it even more. There's no unit that is faster than these units when you're giving them top speed. There's probably only like 2 or 3, and that is the good faction themselves. And they're not that strong against these guys. These guys will tear them apart because not only they have reduced damage, but they also get a DPS of plus 20% damage to your enemy mount units. Imagine getting that plus the damage. I think it's an extra additional 10%, so you're dealing 30% on top of this damage. You're talking about these raiders will shred those puppies into, well, not really puppies, those ponies into nothing. Talking about a wolf pack of raiding, right? Can I say that? So that's pretty much his guide. So just in case if people never seen raiders in actual combat, I did get some videos for a battle so you guys can see what raiders is all about. Let's see here. We're gonna show you guys a good draw. Right here. Okay, so here's Shadow 42. I put 1,650 on him. I'm facing a level 50 Gandalf, right? This guy should be able to crush me. No question at all. But my Shadow, of course, is extremely well, super prepared, and freaking will kick butt. Just to let you know, I do have orc building items on them, so I actually boost up the defense and attack power of my orcs. So let's go in there, and that way you guys can see the raiders in charge, and you can only imagine what they would do to somebody who actually can boost them and benefit them. Now, this is only 1,000 raiders, but on Skalhelm, you're going pure raiders. You're just gonna go pure 3,000. Yeah, it's 3,000 raiders for level 50, I believe. Yeah, I believe it's 3,000 or 4,000 for pure raiders on level 50, and you're gonna just demolish them. So, right here, Shadow's gonna do the heal lock. He's gonna be able to do the follow-up. Of course, Gandalf is gonna be annoying and doing avoidance and trying to stun lock me. Let's see what happens here. Boom, boom. There you go. Dealing the additional damage. Shadow's just gonna just keep pinging him. Now, if my Shadow was level 50, this guy would have been game over because we already did 50% damage at a level 40. I'm level 41, he's level 50, and he's a full max Gandalf. We would have been able to demolish him at level 50. But I just, it's not about win or lose in this one. It's about showing you guys the efficiency of the units. And of course, blah, blah, blah. They're still going head, back and forth, the commanders, because Gandalf can shoot as much as he can. He's just crazy when it comes to his spells and his actions. Constant stacking up. I believe that is the Cataphract or the Bee Riders, whatever it is. And no, it's the Bee Riders. The Bee Riders are the ones that are faster, if I remember correctly. Let's see here. If I remember, did we go already? I wasn't paying attention. Oh, I think they stun locked me. Yeah, I think I'm doing a stun lock. Yep. They stun locked my units because we didn't get the chance to attack on that turn. Gandalf. Gandalf and Eowyn, it definitely needs a nerf Their skills are really hands down decimating the evil faction. Really are. And for Eowyn being a common commander, doing so much better than any legendary commander is just ridiculous. It's just, it defeats the purpose. And they don't even need to max 15 respect level. There you go. Yeah, the Fallen's not going to do a lot of damage. Boom. Even at like half strength, you're doing 4,000 damage right there. They're taking more excessive damage. So you just keep going. But you can see the beating that I am taking. And these guys are still almost max life. It's just crazy. Now, if I remember, B riders are more efficient. Yeah, these Cavaliers, and then these guys are slower. And then B riders, he probably has the bow knights probably has a speed boost, so it makes them go faster. But yeah, Cavaliers is the other good faction that is able to spin. And that is a Rohan unit as well. Rohan is the only one that's going to be able to be faster than you when it comes to that. Oh, they're trying to get that down. So that's pretty much the build for Skalhelm. Sorry about that. I've tried to pronounce it as easy as possible. He is a really good commander. I consider him as a must. If you can get him, get him. He's only going to help you in the end. He's really good at taking objectives because he has the speed on him and he is running at full capacity. You're going to be able to take tiles. You're going to be able to bump or bounce any enemy that try to like counter you. There's nobody who's going to be faster unless you're facing, like I said, a Rohan player who's going to be able, and I was fighting Rohan there. That was a Rohan player. They naturally have speed boosts for their ponies, and that's what they're boosting. They're all focused on that. It's kind of ridiculous. Gandalf is overpowered right now, but you give or take. I mean, they nerfed our Witch King to hell. We just have to take it and try to come up with new ways, right? Never give up, never surrender, keep the fight going. All right, guys, this is gonna be a short guide because I simply can't show you his fighting because I don't have him, but I will be giving another video shortly, so that way I don't cheat you guys out of a 30-minute video. You guys will be able to get 2 commanders and we'll be able to go over that. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.